song. Now let me talk about a very important character in this whole album story, and that's Dallton Santos, guitar player. I first met Dallton a few years back. He was playing his solo material he has just released. Bruno Valverde was playing with him, and Bruno asked me if I would do a show with Dallton playing his solo material, and I said yes. Bruno and I were good friends, so when he asked, I said yes. And I listened to the songs, of course, and I liked them. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Let's do it. And we did. So we did a few shows supporting the album release at the time. And when I decided to start writing the music, I know myself. And I know that if I work alone, I'm not really productive. I can't really, write a lot of material. I get stuck on little details, on the process itself, and I get distracted quite easily when I'm alone. So I knew that I needed someone to be with me for the whole process. I immediately thought of Dallton, not only because he's a great guitar player, but also because we share the same style, I would say, which is a mixture of jazz fusion and prog metal. We come from kind of the same background musically. We studied and listened to the same artists. Dallton is a very easygoing guy. We had a good rapport from the start. So I called him and asked him if he would do it. And for a few months, Dallton came here to my studio once every week. I think it was like 2 months or maybe 2.5 months. And every Tuesday, he would spend almost the whole day here. And at first, what we did is we started listening to old material, old ideas, old riffs and harmonies, trying to, see if those would work out in a song or not. Once we got past this phase, we started developing ideas from those initial ideas. And in this phase, two very nice things happened. The first one is that we started writing some riffs and harmonies together. And the other one, and to me very important, is that Dallton was the person who allowed me to be more creative. He would say, this idea is cool, do it again, or do more of that. Or maybe this, not so much. So he was not necessarily writing with me at this point, but he was like helping me make sense of the things that I did, that sometimes those are the things that I get stuck with. And he helped me not get stuck. And we advanced quite quickly with the songs in this format. So after maybe 2 months, I had the main composition for 9 songs ready. And then I started working myself on the songs. But Dallton was very important. And he also played, aside from myself, the most guitars on the album. So he played a lot of solos, a lot of melodies, a lot of harmonies, especially clean harmonies. Every time that I needed a guitar player touch, because I recorded a bunch of guitars, but I'm not a guitar player. I can play. Especially I can play what I created. But sometimes you just need the guitar player touch. More precise, maybe more delicate sometimes. The voicings on the guitar, especially on the clean stuff. And he did a stellar job. And his solos are on par with every other guitar player on the album. And that's saying a lot because, the guitar players on this album are a stellar team. He did a great job and he was a big, big part of making this album come a reality.